It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said she got it, if you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up, real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, pressure, yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes, 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 no.
You tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. Bringing truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lou Pac, baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bringing truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Monday, baby. Yes, we are in the building. Okay, listen. I was gonna go live yesterday, but I said no. Let me chill out. Let me relax. There ain't nothing too much going on. Yesterday was Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers around the world, the real big steppers. Okay, not two lemon pepper steppers. The real big steppers, the ones who show up for their kids financially and in the flesh, because it all counts. You got to put it all together, not just financially, but in the flesh as well. Time invested. Even though there are some mothers out here who will literally play a major role in keeping them cheering away from their pappies because they can't get that child support check. Yeah. Okay. But, anyways, hey, y'all. Let me see who in this thing. Let me go up. Let me go up so we can get it crack-a-lack. Because there's some stuff going on, y'all. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Rebecca. Terry Bro coming through with the hearts. My sweet queen, of course. Thank you for holding on the chat per usual. We got Jaquita in the building. Nana Karen. We got, let's see, let me go down. Roxy XOXO, Miss Vonda. We got Miss Rebecca Belton, Scorpio Stings. We got Kimberly Merrills. Let's see, Miss Ashley, boots on the ground in the building. Miss Darlene. We got Latte Eminem. We got Shay in the building. We got Miss Gloria D. Okay. Who else? Kim Jones. Simply Basha, Tony Lightner in this thing. Miss Donna. We got, wait, y'all, bear with me. Hey, Miss Shalene. Hey, Kay Brown. Thank you, Miss Geraldine, for coming through with the first super chat blessing. You are a blessing to your girl. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. We got Miss Ramona G. We got Miss Janice Willie, Miss Annette. Okay, we deep. We're a little deep so far. So far, y'all know how the notifications go. Okay, YouTube be on the slip with them notifications. Hey, Miss Lenora. And I'm always impromptu, so that plays a major role as well. Hey, KJ's family. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Who else is in here? Miss Margaret. We got, let's see, Miss E. We got Miss Love Mail in this thing. Miss Christina. We got Miss Roslyn, Miss Glenda, Miss Jackie, Giselle. We got Sabi, Nita M, Miss Deborah R, Sierra Boyd, Miss Pamela, Miss Nina. We got Miss Gigi Lolo in the building. Shout out to you. Miss Cheryl. She said hello, Lupac, new subscriber. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoy this content, girl. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Sassy M. We got Yumika, Alexis, Asata. We got Sid just saying. We got Miss Gwen, Snooki, Q Colson in the building. Who else? Tokyo Blues. Let me go down. I don't want to skip nobody. Queen V, my girl Mila. You say it's because she watched your last live and she is holding on the nightmare of a dream. He is selling sad. Y'all, we gonna get into it, okay? Because I don't know if y'all feel the same way I feel. So we're gonna definitely get into it. Because I feel like it's Cap City. Hey, Miss LaWanda. Hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, Miss Karen. Willie Favor, Aisha Bright. Who else? Miss Beverlyn. We got Brown Sugar Bay. You say, hey, Lupac Attack. Yes, it is Jab at RH, but no, not RH. Baby daddy number one. RH is baby daddy number two, baby. Not RH, y'all. I should have put Sleepy instead of baby daddy number one. But I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel that way. Let me see. Thank you, Queen V. Let's see. Hey, Hillwood Tree. Did I miss anybody? Miss Rebecca Cry. Latanya in this thing. Who else? I think I got nope. Miss Peggy, K Monet. We got Miss Duncan, Pretty Lady. Miss Robin Buttercup, Miss Deborah, Spiritual Butterfly, Child of God. It's in the building. And I think that's it. Okay. Hey, Miss Lena, if I miss anybody, y'all, charge it to the head, not to the heart, so we can get into it because y'all know I will go on and on and on with the shout outs because I love y'all. Okay. I show love to my people over here. We do our formalities over here, baby. We don't just jump into the content. Anyways, let me do my little disclaimer. I am a big clown. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me at $Lupac2. Okay, it's no longer one, but it's two now. I have to do a little switch up because Cash App be tripping, trying to make people get the business Cash App so they can take our coins. Okay, they think they slick. But you can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I do have a goal set of 15. It ain't much. It's not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. All the coins count, y'all. Okay, especially if y'all ain't watching the ads, but watch the ads anyway because that's how we get paid. Ad revenue, super chat, super sticker. That's how we get paid, dog. That's why y'all hear content creators saying, "Hey, y'all, send me a super." Because if y'all ain't watching them ads, baby, we ain't making a coin, okay? But definitely hit that like button. And if you are not a member of the channel, please grab a membership. We growing and glowing over here. There's a lot of content in members only. I'm still waiting on the core docs to update so we can come through with our members only live stream. It still ain't updated, y'all. Y'all know the Georgia court system is real behind. Like they are real slow over there. Okay, ain't nothing moved yet. But we waiting, we watching and we waiting. But anyways, definitely hit that like button because it's free. You can't beat free, child. Let me go down. If I miss anybody, thank y'all for being here. Please hit that like button for your girl. Okay. Thank you, Mila. You say she thought it would make RH look bad. That man could care less about her slow antics. The catch is that Johnell didn't care either. Proof in he fact that he didn't even acknowledge her on Mom Day. Okay, we're gonna get into all of that. But the thing is, though, y'all, in all actuality, she didn't make RH look bad. And the reason why I said it was a sub at Sleepy is because let me pull up the post. Hold on. Let's pull up the post. Give me a second. Because I got why did it log me out? Hold on, y'all. Hold up. Hold on. What is my password? I don't know why it logged me out anyway. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I don't even remember my doggone password. But my email is supposed to stay logged in. Dang it. Hold on. Oh, it is logged in. Never mind. All right. Let me pull up these receipts. 'Cause I got a few of them. Another thing that was bothering me that I want to show y'all. It's a little video. I gotta wait for it to upload though. And y'all know I don't too much get into it when it's dealing with them cheering, but I feel like I gotta say something about this. I just have to. Because when people do say something, it's oh, I got six cheering, I know what I'm doing. Clearly you don't. Clearly you don't, baby. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm pulling them all up so I can show them on the screen. Can I do this one? Okay. I got all. Yeah. All right. Let's go back. Now let me present. Share screen. Let me see. The first one. This is the one. Okay. So she posted this, y'all. And this, in my opinion, is a subliminal at Sleepy. Why? Because, okay, wait, let me take my log. She said stepdads be making sacrifices some biological dads refuse to make, right? Well, we know she ain't talking about Janostral's one because, girl, you already gave us the tea on him multiple times. So this is why I feel like this is why I said she's putting him on a pedestal again. But you already told us back in December, which was a few months ago, that you was basically lying about all the praises that you gave him. So we know you lying again. Okay? We know you lying again, and we can clearly see that all of the attention goes towards the kids that is currently for Johnell. We can see that. We can see that, like based on the content. We can't, because they quick to say, "Oh, y'all don't know everything." Well, all we can go off is what we see, right? So that's what we go off of. So, but this is a subliminal at Sleepy because RH be stepping. He steps. We see him with his child every visitation. So this can't be for RH. That's why I said that. This can't be for RH. Because that man, if you look at most of y'all are in my members only where we go over the core docs, right? The private stuff. So if RH is stepping in private, then he's stepping publicly. This man went as far as to put in the court docs that he wants his makeup visitation for the days that she made him miss. He wants access to baby girl's school so that he can check on her well-being in school, her education, and all of that. It ain't too many daddies out here that's doing that. Okay? It ain't too many that cares about a child's well-being in school, their health, and all, and not just to say they don't care, but most fathers, they leave stuff like that to the mom. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to take away from them caring, but they just don't be worried about all that because they know mama got it, right? So I feel like he gets extra cookies, extra kudos for just doing that. Because it ain't too many that's gonna care that deep, that's gonna be worried about stuff like that, or even trying to make up missed visitation dates. That's why I say she ain't talking about him. Because the proof is in the pudding. We see which baby daddy out here stepping and who ain't stepping. So she can't say nothing to us at all when it comes to that because we can clearly see what's going on, y'all. Like we see how them cheering was with her daddy in NC and the baby daddy number one pulled up on the motorcycle instead of the truck to pick them up. Okay? How you leave your cheering that you ain't seen in months, but only FaceTime calls to their grandfather when you should be taking them. And it ain't like they wasn't old enough to be over there by themselves. Because them boys old enough to stay by themselves, so it's no excuse. Work or not. What's up, D-Ham? Work or not, whether he had to work or not, he still could have took his boys to his house, gave grandpa a break, and if he had to work the next morning, they could have stayed by themselves because they are of age to stay by themselves. So make it make sense. The latest scoop on old girl. Wait, who? What happened? Just Jules say, hey, Pac, exactly. He ain't thinking about her other kids, nor does he step for her kids. She gave him no stepdaddy accolades, so he ain't worth a damn and lying about him being the best twins dad, girl, bye. And that's another thing too, right? Because like I said, we can only go off of what we see, y'all. So let me pull up this other thing she posted. Hold on. Let's pull this up. Cause she gave him a little 1-2 on Snapchat. So this was dedicated to Janastros. Okay, listen. This was dedicated to him. But my thing is, right, let me read it first. So she say, happy Father's Day to my ace, Josky. Oh, it's not my man no more, it's my ace, right? This journey with the twins hasn't been easy, but having you by my side has made all the difference. From sleepless nights to double the diapers, you've been right there, never missing a beat. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful for everything you do. You're truly an amazing father, and I couldn't have asked for a better one for our babies. We love you big time. Hashtag Happy Father's Day, hashtag Twin Dad, hashtag grateful, right? So we already know that he didn't shout her out at all for Mother's Day. That's one. The post he made was basically trying to get people over there to check out his stuff. He posted, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Here's a exclusive teaser of Johnell's upcoming movie release, In Zone, Summer 2025. Now at that time, y'all, he was still talking in third person. He was still over there talking in third person as if we didn't know that was him behind that page, child, because the heat was on at that time. A lot of people was at his neck about everything that was going on. So he decided I ain't gonna lie, he pulled a fast one. He did his big one because he in the midst of that he was able to do all of those country Wayne skits without people bothering him. He did his big one, y'all. I gotta give him that. He pulled a fast one. But back to this post. So my thing is, we know her based on her character. We know her to be the type of person that will say certain things, put the ninja on a pedestal, and then when Mad Day comes, she tries to take back everything that she says. So it's hard to believe things like this. It's hard to believe, oh, he did a 360. Oh, he's this changed man. Because based on the content that she presents, we don't ever see him there. We don't see him always by her side. What we see is based on what he's posting, he's always out of town. He's always out of town, and she's always in the house trying to with the cartoon filter with one baby head going completely back, trying to clean, trying to do this, trying to do that. That's what we see. One crying, she can't get nothing done. Like that's all we see. We what we're seeing based on what she's presenting is that she bit off more than she can chew. That she's in way over her head. That's what we see. We don't see, and you know what's crazy is because on social media, people tend to say, "Y'all only see what I want y'all to see," right? Everybody says that, so they'll show little glimpses of pretty much the good portion of their lives. Like, let me show them a quick 10-minute clip of something good that's going on throughout my day. But if you look at her content, people can still see the bigger picture, like what's really going on. That's why so many CCs are like, well, hey, you claim he's such this great guy, but every time we see you post something, you struggling. And when I say struggling, I ain't talking about financially. I'm talking about, well, that a little bit too, but struggling as far as, her always having the twins and she got to do everything. One of them is really, really small, as you can see, the boy. And let me say this, right? Because I haven't seen not one person call this out. One thing I know when it comes to kids, because I have 3 of my own. I was raised old school. I was one of the ones that was always in my grandparents' house with, it was all the grandkids. But one thing that I know when it comes to babies, right? Because my grandma used to always say, don't be lapping that baby, because when you're going to want to go do something, you ain't going to be able to put them down, right? So it's obvious at this point which baby gets more attention. Because if you notice via her content, when she posts certain things, the baby girl is cool. Like, she be chilling. No passing, no none of that. Like, she just be chilling. But when she's trying to do something, the boy twin be crying, cutting up. So that, in my opinion, is a clear indicator that he's getting all of the attention. Like, he likes to be lapped. And that's with any baby. You can tell if a baby is real small if they are being held a lot based on how they react when they're sitting alone. Okay? And we've seen that. We've seen that throughout clips that they have posted. We've seen Johnell where he posts them in the bed and they got the boy twin in between them and the girl twin is in the crib over there at the end by herself. Like, we've seen all of that. So you can tell based on their reactions to when, and even her posting videos and she's like, I can't put him down. That's because that's the one that y'all are spoiling. That's why you can't put him down and get nothing done. Because you are giving him the most attention. Because if I'm okay, that's how you know I ain't wrong, child. Because if that's the case, why is baby girl cool when she's sitting by herself? Why she ain't cutting up, crying, carrying on? Tell me I'm wrong, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. If you know, you know. Especially when you got kids. We all know what time it is. Like, if you lap a baby a lot, they will be spoiled. if you can continuously hold them, and my grandma used to always say, don't hold that baby like that. Let that baby stay in the crib, put that baby down so you can get things done. Because if you hold them constantly, that's all they gonna want is arms. My grandma used to always tell us that. But yeah, that's one thing I peep also. And I've seen people where I'm gonna show y'all a video because I did pull up. I'm waiting for it to upload. But it's a video where she's doing the cartoon filter or whatever. And in one clip, it's another clip. I don't know who sent me this clip, child, but they had it in slow motion. But she's holding them, and clearly she don't know how to hold a baby head. And I've seen people in the comments because I done got screenshots where people saying, girl, hold that baby head, or oh, you make me nervous. I've seen that. I've seen the screenshots. So, but she'll respond and say, oh, I got 6 kids. Well, if you do, you should know that you're supposed to hold a baby's neck. You know the type of problems a baby can have if they keep throwing their head back, like neck injury and the little spine and all of that. That's why they say hold a baby's head, because they're not fully developed yet. Child, okay, I seen that too, y'all, but that was crazy. She was like, I know what I'm doing. I got 6 kids. You sure? Are you sure? And then try to blame it on the baby. Wait, somebody posted a video. I just seen the video. I can't remember who did post. Child, it might have been Latate, where she posted the clip and she was like, how you fussing at the baby because the baby is throwing his head back when you supposed to be securing the baby's neck? I'm like, what is going on, child? But yeah, y'all. So she posted this or whatever. And like I said, I feel like it's not real. It's fake, but of course she's going to do whatever she can for validation instead of she learn her lesson and just, why not move like him? Because I be damn if I'm going to be posting a ninja on my social media, praising him constantly, and he don't even reciprocate that energy. No, we ain't doing that. If we're going to be private, we're going to be private together. Okay? I ain't finna look the fool while you over there posting everybody else, co-workers included, sharing, promoting all of they ish. But when it come to me, it's crickets. No. Y'all basically starting the cycle all over again. That's what they doing. They starting the cycle all over again just for her to get in her feelings, come out here and say, oh, I put him on a pedestal. But that's of your own doing. He's not making you do that, as far as we can see. She didn't have to come out here and make no Father's Day post. Because at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words anyway. It's a lot of people who don't do stuff like that, who don't put their love on display for the world to see, but I guess when you start something, you want to keep it up. But we also know that through action, she seeks validation. So she do certain things so that people can know, hey, this is what it is. Yeah, we still rocking, we still rolling. But if I was you, I would give him the same energy he gives you. Okay? Like get that ninja the same energy he gives you. For Mother's Day, he was over there talking in third person, talking about Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Check out this exclusive of Johnell's in this video. Okay? If y'all together, all you gotta do is tell him Happy Father's Day when he wake up, or text it to him. I wouldn't be making no posts like this ever again, because y'all have a habit of when y'all break up, you run to the internet and you tell everybody that you was lying about the praises, putting the ninja on the pedestal, and it really ain't that. If my recollection is clear, just back in December, y'all, she came to the internet and she said that, well, 1 minute she said, oh, he, matter of fact, let me just run it for y'all. Hold on. Let's run it. Put my earphones on. Why not just provide the receipt? Thank you, Miss Yvonne. I hope I said your name right. And thank y'all for the super chat blessings. I'm going to call y'all out in a few. Give me a second. All right. Hold on. Let me pull this up, y'all. Please hit the like button. We got 463 in the building. Run the likes up for your girl. If y'all could support my little goal of 15, support it. If you can't, that's cool too. Just hit that like button. Run me up. Run me up with the likes, baby. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me pull this video up. Let's see. It was her and Melissa. Give me a second. Where is that? Okay. I think this is it. Hold on, y'all.
So like from any other pregnancy I had, I actually got somebody who loving and talking to the babies and kissing on my belly and showing up to appointments and like it's just such a different journey. And I don't even know how I be seeing people on TikTok filming the moments. It don't seem so real. So when I experience this pregnancy, it's like, oh my God, I don't even want to pull out my camera. Fuck the camera. Jesus, I'm just so happy that I actually get to enjoy this pregnancy this time around. And not feel like, damn, oh, you're forcing me that. It just feel like so easy. I just feel like I'm walking on clouds with this pregnancy this time.
See, I told you it's gonna get better.
See, she said all of that, y'all, and from according to her, she was lying the whole time. Okay, let's hold on. Let's pull the other one. She said all of that, walking on cloud nine, the best pregnancy ever. He helps her with everything. And all right, hold on. Let me find the other part.
So yes, maybe it was too soon to jump into a relationship, but I jumped into the relationship so that I can hurry up.
That's not it. But
to this person that I don't want my ex. As much as it seemed like, oh, I'm going back and forth because you see people going back and forth with your ex because you want them. I had to prove a point. So it was either jump into a relationship and make it. I am just genuinely, but my spirit like, no, that's enough. You've done enough. Don't keep going. If not truly human, instead of 10 toes down, even though I'm not wrong, trying to save people that I love. People who took your view, you came in a vulnerable place and made it seem like you was this perfect person for me. You was never gonna hurt me and do the same thing. Then you turn around and do the same exact shit to me that somebody else done to me. And I had to stay inside it and not say nothing because of what people gonna say. But at the end of the day, it's like, at least y'all can talk shit about me all day long.
Hold on, y'all, because that's not the. All right, let's play this one.
With that relationship, because if I would have not did that live, I would still be in this roller coaster today. I would still be, okay, what you want? All right, let's fix it. All right, let's do this. All right, no more. Enough is enough. I'm fed up. I'm tired of saving and protecting everybody else.
Okay, y'all heard that where she said at the beginning, if I wouldn't have done that live, I would still be in this roller coaster today. Don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound familiar? Who remember her saying it? I have another clip too, but I would have to look back for it where she said the same thing, but she worded it a little differently. I think she said, that's how she forces herself to move on. She said something along the lines, not verbatim, but she said, when I go live and expose, that's my way of forcing myself to move on from these relationships, right? Now, mind you, in this clip, she was saying that about Johnell, but yet she's still in this roller coaster, right? But she wants us to believe that they're good, that he did a 360, he's not cutting up anymore, blase, blase. But if y'all remember, Queen Fee said on her live about a month ago, if I'm not mistaken, that some stuff happened recently, allegedly, according to someone who was in the home. So it's like, did he really change? Or is it that you're keeping it from the internet because you don't want what happened last time to happen again? And you know that you only get one chance to cry wolf on the internet. So you don't want to seem as though you're the problem for still staying in a situation like that to begin with. But people, she said in the beginning, I was trying to find the clip where she was saying how she been catching HELL every day of this pregnancy. He's her biggest stressor and all of that. I have the clip. I know which one it is, but it's so much profanity and I don't feel like taking the cuss words out, child. Okay, so that's why I played that one for y'all. But people, she said at the beginning, and then I'm gonna play what she said about R8
with that relationship, because if I would have not did that live, I would still be in this roller coaster today. I would still be, okay, what you want? All right, let's fix it. All right.
All right. She said that about your nostrils, right? Hold on. Let's go back. Matter of fact, let me go in my other. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm looking for it. Still be suffering in silence. That's the clip I'm looking for. Hold on, y'all. Where is it? Always when I need it, I can't find it right away. Hold on. I just seen that clip too. Because I was like, I'm going to play that on my live. To let y'all hear how she said the same thing for both relationships, champ. Hold on, y'all. Where is that doggone clip? Okay, is this the one? Okay, this is it.
I can honestly say, if I would have never said anything, done anything, exposed anything, I would still be there suffering in silence. I would still be there covering it up. I would still be there putting band-aids on, makeup on it, dressing it up, making it look cute, coming on here trying to practice what I preach, tell y'all about self-love, tell y'all what not to accept. All the while, I'm not living in my truth.
You still ain't.
So all the while, I regretted. I was like, golly, why did I say something? Why did I do this? Why did I did that?
Okay, so y'all heard that, right? She said that about RH. Now, mind you, she said it about Janashus also, the other clip that I played for y'all before this one, but yet she's still there. So that shows, in my opinion, that she loves the toxicity and she's willing to stay in it as long as she got a man, child. That's what I take from it, because if RH wouldn't have never left her, because he's the one who left, y'all didn't see the receipts, she would still be with him. Because according to the divorce decree, he didn't want to reconcile that marriage. Okay? He didn't want to reconcile the marriage. Not her, he. Because that was her response. The marriage was irretrievably broken due to irreconcilable differences. And she said she was forced out of the marriage. And I also played clips for y'all. Y'all didn't see on my premieres and all of that, where multiple people came out and said that RH walked away from the marriage completely. He didn't want to reconcile. They tried to counsel him and all of that, and he was done. He was done. She hadn't did too much online. See, Janastros, he a plum fool. Well, he got a lot out of it financially. That's the difference. But RH was willing to sacrifice everything just for his peace. Just for his peace of mind. He sacrificed his whole platform. Because if you think about it, if he would have reconciled with her, then none of this would be going on right now. We wouldn't be discussing it or anything like that, because they would still be together. And those women on the other side wouldn't have drugged him to the extent that they did and ruined his platform, his livelihood. So he was willing to sacrifice all of that for his peace, but it just shows that she don't expose to get away from relationships. She exposed for validation. She exposed for clout, for views, for money. Because if you expose to get away from the toxicity, why are you still in this relationship currently? If that was your way to, it's even a message with that she sent Dawn where it says, I sent his mom everything. All of the pictures of him abusing me, all of him apologizing, everything, so that I could force myself out of that relationship, force myself to move on. But you're still with him. Some things, now, let me say this, because I think people be getting it misconstrued. Relationships are not perfect. Marriages are not perfect. Situationships ain't perfect. None of that. But some things you have to walk away from. If a man shows you an abusive behavior, demeanor, you gotta walk away from that. Because only thing that's gonna happen is he might suppress it for a very little while, but eventually, if he don't get help, and to be honest, I have never seen an abuser who's willing to put hands and feet on a woman, even spit, go to therapy, or even try to get help because they don't feel like they wrong anyways. Most abusers are narcs. So, and based on what we witnessed, that man ain't never went to no therapy. He ain't went to no therapy, according to her last live in December. That's why I was wondering, like, how are these women saying, "Oh, he got therapy"? When? When did he have time to go to therapy? When? We heard her saying that she was in therapy, but according to her crash out back in December, she said that he promised her he would go to therapy and work on the relationship if she came out here and fixed what she did. That's why she was out here posting apology and accountability posts and this and that. Because she wanted to try to work out that relationship with him, and he was making promises to go to therapy and this and that. But then she said, because I was listening to those clips yesterday trying to find a specific clip that I needed. And in one of the clips, she was saying how he when she asked him about therapy again, he told her something about don't let social media kill you. Y'all remember that? Because she made that a big deal or whatever, because she was telling him things that people were saying on social media, and that's when he responded to her and said, don't let social media kill you. Which was very similar to something that RH had told her, because she has a habit of allowing social media to get the best of her. Like, she cannot handle social media, baby. I'm shocked she didn't went this long without responding to something. Hey Caramel, what's up, my love? And thank you, my Kathy. You say hello, Lupac and chat. Hope all is well with everyone stopping by the show. My support to the one and only Truth Teller will catch the replay at work. Lupac, my girl, keep doing what you do, the realest. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. What was I gonna say, child? Yeah, like I don't believe it, y'all. I do not believe it. I'm sorry. Because if we going off of, like I said, most content creators / influencers, they show you the good parts of life. They show you 10 to 1 minute clips of good things that's going on in their lives. So when you look at her content, what we see is her in way over her head, her struggling to balance the twins, to get things done with no help. We don't see him, even though I'm pretty sure he does not want her to put him in her content, because that's what it's given. But if you look at some of the things that he's posted lately, he's posting cartoon clips with her in it also. So is he giving you a little more leeway now to post him? That's the crazy part, because it's like, why is it that every time you post something, you're literally, unless she doing that on purpose? I thought about that too, because every time you post something, you're posting something where you're struggling. You're trying to get things done, and it's hard because you have to do it alone. He's nowhere to be found. Now, granted, he does work, but he doesn't have a typical 9 to 5. And from what I see, because most actresses and actors, they enjoy their jobs, y'all, because they get to party and all that too. Okay. It ain't all just work, baby. They have a whole lot of fun. They get to go to premieres, they get to go to all these different events and stuff like that. And for the most part, from what I see, is him having a time. He be having a whole time. So it's real crazy because it looked like she really tied herself down again. I would have been good with my foe, even though it's too late to go back on it. Because once they hear, child. But she really let this Ninja Turtle tie her down. Now she got 6 children, is giving single mother because you're not married. And for the most part, it doesn't seem like he really helps you for real. The way you claim he does, especially in this post right here, talking about from sleepless nights to double the diapers, you've been right there, never missing a beat. So if he never missing a beat, how is it that all of your content that you are posting, he's never in it and you're struggling with the babies? Like literally, that's what we see. We don't see him always there, never missing a beat, right there, double the diapers. You get 120, I get 120. We don't see that. So if that's not your intention, with your content, then that's how it look. It's looking like, yeah, like you doing it by yourself. That's what is being presented to us. Am I tripping, y'all? Like that's literally what's being shown. Hold on, I got something else I want to show y'all. Let me take this one down. So I did put something else in my email. Okay, that's the one I just read. Happy Father's Day. And back to the caption, right? So it made me want to go find this text message. If y'all remember this one, right? This was, it say May 4th, but it wasn't this May. So I don't know how long ago this was, child. Had to been uh last year or a year before that. Don't quote me because I don't know exactly because there ain't no year on it. Whenever Dawn put these messages out, right? So she was in the group chat with the friends or whatever, and she commented and said Johnell is at my house acting crazy, and then she also said he said it's pluck you and them kids. And then the friends responded, cause wait, why is he acting like that? Jesus, girl, tell him to bring that ASS back when I get there. And then Laonia said he is at my door banging. I told him to leave. He keeps calling and ringing the doorbell, like just leave, please, right? So my thing is, it's stuff like this is hard to get over. Scorpio season say 2023. Okay. Stuff like this is hard to get over. And in my opinion, most women won't get over something. Hold on, y'all. I'm cheering. Cut. On that doggone game, going crazy. Most women don't get over stuff like this. Because it's one thing for us to argue and have a moment, right? But it's another thing for you to include my children into our argument. And I feel like when people do stuff like that, because kids are innocent, what does me and you not getting along, having an altercation or whatever, what does that have to do with my kids? For you to respond and say, it's F you and them kids. And still be with, and the crazy part is, this was before she even had kids for him. Like, I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Like, we can get over some stuff, but the minute you bring my babies into it when they're innocent and they don't deserve this, it's no getting past this. I don't care what nobody says. Baby, you play with them, that's a wrap. That is a wrap, because as mothers, it is our job to protect our babies. So when you post like that, talking about it's some things a stepfather would do that a biological dad wouldn't do, you are correct. Well, even though they got some daddies out here that do some cutthroat stuff too, babe. But he sure told you this. So you might need to be a little more specific in that post as to what he's willing to do that the real daddy ain't gonna do, because it's been third party out here that then also stated that it was times where you asked him to do things for your babies like haircuts, and he'll tell you them ain't my children, them ain't my kids. And based on the content that's being presented, like I said, we can only go off of what we see, not what we don't see. So if you trying to show us that he's never around, you're doing a good job of it. You're doing a very good job of showing us that he's not around and that you're struggling with the babies by yourself. Because that's another thing. The stuff that we see is we see content where you at his house with the babies and we don't see the other kids. So my thing is, a real big stepfather, he's going to make sure y'all, when y'all doing stuff, all parties will be involved, biological and non-biological, just like RH did. When you went on trips with your ex-husband, we ain't never seen situations where Walt had to keep the other kids and he'll only bring Momo. That's one of the reasons why RH didn't even want a child, because he looked at her kids as his own and he felt like that was enough. Like, you already got 3 and I'm helping you with them. We don't need no more. But because he did such a good job with his oldest daughter and with her kids that she already had, that was the reason why she wanted a one with him biologically. That was her words. Don't let me tell you anything. Hold on, y'all. My purse. That was her words. So it's like, come on now. Like, I honestly believe that even if she did feel like, you know what? Let me say it like this. I personally believe that her and RH will never, as long as Johnell is in the picture, her and RH will never be at a point of cordialness. I don't even know if that's a word, child. But y'all know what it means, the first part of it, okay? I don't think they will ever be at a point where they can be cordial on some friend type. You see how she portrays like she is with baby daddy number 1 Sleepy? I don't think that her and RH will ever get to that point. And the reason being is because, one, I always say this, RH is the one that got away. And deep down, I feel like she blames RH for the hell she went through with Johnell, because had RH would have reconciled their marriage, she wouldn't have went through what she went through with Johnell, right? That's my personal opinion. And I just feel like because of Johnell and the way he is and how he moved, and knowing that he don't care for the other baby daddies, I personally feel like she'll never be able to get to that point, because when you start off a relationship a certain type of way, I'm gonna speak to the women. I don't know, we have no men in here, but this is for the women. Y'all know for a fact that when a woman moves on too fast, right? When she move on too fast, she's going to do everything in her power to prove to that new ninja that she's over the old ninja. And one of those ways of proving that is to acting like she hate him, right? We've seen that all throughout the saga. Y'all literally just heard me play the clip of her on somebody's platform. I ain't gonna say his name because he's a registered vehicle, okay? But y'all heard me play the clip where she said that she didn't want to come out publicly with him, but she felt like she had to because he was behind the scenes telling her, oh, you must still want your ex. Oh, you doing this because you must still want your ex. I just played that. Y'all may run that clip back. So what that tell y'all? If Johnell was telling her that all behind the scenes, what does that tell y'all? Let me see what y'all put in the chat. If he kept telling her and she felt pressured to pop out with him because of what he was saying behind the scenes about RH, what that tell you? She had to keep doing things and saying things publicly to make it seem like she hates her husband, ex-husband slash baby daddy. Because you can't be chummy with him. Because if you're chummy with him, then your new ninja gonna automatically assume you still want him. So hey, let me act like I hate this man and do things as if I hate him and say things as if I hate him, so I don't make my new ninja feel a certain type of way. Let me run that clip back. Hold on, y'all. Let's run that clip back. Because yeah, that was a good one. Okay, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Did I go too far? I think I did. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Where is it? Went too far. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second right quick. Let me fuss at them cheering. My bad, y'all. I had to fuss at my little bonus baby because he's so. I told y'all that my fiance son live with us. Okay, yeah, I'm that type of bonus mom, and I had to fuss at him because he on that game screaming at the people, just like my middle son be doing. He ain't home right now, but yeah. Um, Hold on. Thank you, Miss Valerie. Hey, my love. I ain't seen you in a little hot minute. Thank you for that blessing. I appreciate you. Okay, let me pull this clip. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's know which one it is. Now I'm gonna find it again, child. Please hit that like button, y'all. If y'all can support my goal is over there screaming and crying. If y'all can't support the goal, please support the goal. If you can't, it's understandable. But we got almost 500 people in here. Okay, somebody can support my little goal, child. All right, let me see. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Okay, I found it.
Person that I don't want my ex. As much as it seemed like, oh, I'm going back and forth because you seem like you're going back and forth with your ex because you want him. I had to prove a point. So it was either jump into a relationship and make it public so he can feel secure in the relationship and that I didn't want my ex, or say nothing. And do this entire time, it's been let me make this person feel secure.
Y'all heard it, huh? And that's the crazy part because when I think, in my opinion, that should have been a red flag right there. Because what type of man, what type of mature, secure, a man who's securing himself and securing his spots, what type of man, real man, is putting a woman through that behind the scenes? Like, oh, you, because first of all, you knew what time it was when you got with me, when you met me. You knew I had a situation. You knew I was going through something. So you decided to take on all of that voluntarily. So don't try to be insecure. And you know what? a lot of times that insecurity is due to guilt. He was doing all of that because he was doing stuff. because he was dealing with other females. That's how ninjas be moving. Like, that's why. You had the Pretty Bree situation. And you know what's crazy? She herself said that it was so many females that was DMing her and, constantly sending her stuff. And she was seeing them all in the DM, him begging and this and that. But it was only one female. Two, I take that back. It was Pretty Bree. And then it was that lady's daughter who, where they was pretending like it was her that, Queen Steph had dropped those receipts or whatever. But the only one that we knew of was Pretty Bree because Pretty Bree came out here and exposed them. But other than that, to say he's that loose with it and that careless, I'm real surprised that no other female came out here and did her big one. But what I can say is, I don't know if y'all seen this. Matter of fact, let me play this again, and then I'm gonna show y'all a receipt that I don't think y'all seen before. Because if you let me see who remember this. But it was a certain young lady out here. Well, she was real discreet, but whenever Laonia came out here with her story exposing Jonostrils, it was another young lady who commented on something and was like, I dealt with him before too. I was in a relationship and I have a story also. But it never went nowhere. And I think the reason why it didn't go nowhere is because of the person's post who she commented under. So I'm gonna pull that up and show y'all. Let me play this one more time.
Person that I don't want my ex. As much as it seemed like, oh, I'm going back and forth because you seem like you're going back and forth with your ex because you want him. I had to prove a point. So it was either jump into a relationship and make it public so he can feel secure in the relationship and that I didn't want my ex, or say nothing. And do this entire time, it's been, let me make this person feel secure, all while the time I sacrifice my own self.
And that's crazy because the whole time he wasn't even worth doing it. He made you pop out with him publicly just for him to clown you. Just for him to get caught cheating and all of these different things. That is some crazy work, child. Okay, let me see if I can find this receipt, y'all. Now, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I just thought about it. But I was wondering when I seen this, looking through my receipts, I was wondering why this receipt didn't go anywhere. Because the girl was like, yeah, I dealt with him. I dated him. And I have a story also. But it could be because of the person post who she comment under, because they're in support of Laonia. That's probably why it didn't go nowhere. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me try to find it. Let me scope through to find it. That ain't it. I wish I could remember her name and I could pull it up in my Google photos. But hold on. Let's see. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. While I look for this receipt, I'm going to run my intro. And if y'all want, y'all could give y'all girl a super chat party. But I'm going to run my intro while I try to find this receipt. That way y'all ain't just sitting waiting. Okay? Give me a second. But y'all got to see this. Let me see. Which one? Let's run this.
Yeah, you tuned in to Loop Hot Baby. She don't follow trends. She follow facts. Receipts ready. Energy heavy. Let's go. Let's go. L-U-P-A-C. Baby, don't play. She speak facts. You see. Truth talk. Clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth. Got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E. Yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T. Bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong surviving. Snakes don't make it out alive. L-U-P-A-C. on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold, and real. This Lupac baby. Capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react. She the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. Lupac, baby don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth. Got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENDENT, bringing truth to the streets. LQAC, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. LUAC, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lupac, baby, where every video got purpose.
It's your girl, Lupac, baby. From the booth where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lupac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lupac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw, and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lupac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lupac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lupac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Okay, y'all, hold on. I found it. But that's why I had to run it because I had to look through them receipts for that. Hold on. I had to block her name out because I don't want to just put her name out there. But let me send it to my email. All right. Oh, I had to search high and low for that receipt, child. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Miss Lovely. Thank you for your support, my girl. I appreciate you. All right, let me pull it up in my email so I can show y'all. But I'm surprised nobody hold on. Nobody remember this. because I remember getting this screenshot. Y'all might remember it when y'all see it, but I blocked out the girl's name because yeah. So this is the screenshot. Somebody sent me this months ago when this was around the time when the other side was on Johnell's ASS for a very short minute because of what Laonia came out here and said, right? So the girl said, "Hey, can you message me? I've been through the same situation with the same person. I wanted to reach out before, but I didn't want to be that girl or seem like a hater. If I were you, I would run fast. Hashtag surviving Johnell." That's what the girl put, y'all. And the crazy part is a real page. Okay? It is a real page. But nothing came from it. And I'ma assume it's because she didn't come over here with this message. Yeah, she went over there. So, you know, it didn't end up being a Chrissy situation, baby. Because I would have interviewed her. But yeah, apparently she had an experience with him also. But it never came to surface. So I'm like, what is going on, child? Like, what? I wonder why this didn't come to surface. Like, especially if she got a story to tell, because y'all know when it comes to RH, baby, they gonna interview the nail tech. They gonna interview the laundromat assistant. So that was weird, but yep, she sure did put that. She came, and a lot of times, the crazy part is, a lot of times when it be situations like this, you get victims who want to come out when others come out. But it could also be situations where people will come out on some I'm trying to get some clout type stuff, right? But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why nothing ever came from this or anything like that. But yep, that girl did she wanted to talk, but nothing came from it. So it went under the radar. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. But apparently some women then had some experience with him. Experiences. Let me see what else I had. Hey Kita Key. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please hit that like button if y'all don't mind. Let me see what else I had. Oh, okay, I got the one with the cartoon. So let me show y'all this, right? Because Laonia did make a post saying something about um starting the cartoon. I'm gonna show y'all that receipt also, but starting the cartoon content or whatever, insinuating that she's the first one to ever do it, and we know that's not true because RH did this last year, okay? And he did it multiple times with him and baby girl Momo. So you can see where it says May 17th, 2024. Imagine if me and my daughter had our own cartoon. My baby graduated pre-K today and she's about to begin kindergarten. So that's not the first time he posted the cartoon of him and Momo. But long story short, just to put that out there, because they got a habit of, when something is done on social media, especially when it's RH or Laonia, it's, oh, they did it first or she did it first, or no, he did it first. So if he was to come out here and post it again, just know that he was the first one to do it. And I'm not talking about worldwide. I'm talking about between them, amongst them. He was the first one to do that cartoon filter. Okay? Because she had posted this. Hold on, let me take this down. Thank you, Miss Yumika. I appreciate your support, my love. So she had posted. Let's see. Hold up, y'all. Let me find. Cartoon it, maybe for all my content, different lane, and nobody's doing it. Girl, dog child, y'all. She know doggone well she don't want to be cartooning it for all of her content. Who would want to do that? Like, that's something temporary. You do once or twice and then you keep it pushing. Like, if you gotta do all that, just don't post it. Cause it's weird. It's given very much weird. And that's why y'all getting so many people in y'all comments that's saying, cut it out. Please, at this point. Like, cut it out. If y'all want to show the babies, just show them. If y'all don't want to show them, don't show them. Ain't nobody pressing y'all besides y'all supporters. That's the only ones that's telling them to show the babies anyway. That's the only one. Because when I see in the comments and stuff like that, it's literally people that I don't even recognize. So I could assume it's their supporters. Because we know the ones that are very vocal on this end, right? So, or just stragglers, people that comment here and there, but it ain't nobody within the sector. So that's why I assume it's their supporters that's doing it. But it's like, that is weird. That is weird. And I guarantee you, if you continue it, y'all gonna start losing supporters because ain't nobody gonna want to keep seeing that. Like, and it's crazy that people you got a handful that's promoting it. Like, oh, girl, yes, start a mini series. I shout out to Harm. If y'all watch Harmony video, Harmony spoke on it, and she even showed the screenshot of the people in the comments telling her, well, Harm says she's getting content from the comments, basically. People telling her, yeah, girl, keep it up. Start a mini series. And then she posts the Proud Family mini series or something like that. Like, child, please cut it out. Cut it out. Don't, because we already know how all of y'all look. We already know how y'all look. That's the crazy part. So it's like, at this point, but I mean, if she thinks she can make a bag off of it, hey, but her real bag is those babies. And ain't that crazy, y'all? The fact that she can't post them, but that's her bag right there. That is her bag. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. That's her bag. All her children, matter of fact. Family vlog content is the real bag. Especially when you got a lot of cheering. Because people want to see that. But they want to see the transparency. They want to see the real transparency. Not faking it to make it. They want to see what really go on, the real struggle. They don't want to see that, oh, it was apples and oranges this morning. All the kids were up and they were great. They didn't give me a problem. And no, some people like to see you cussing at your cheering and telling, get your That's what you call transparency, baby. Okay? Sugarcoating it. And I don't have to raise my voice, y'all. Ask my kids. Child, y'all be here. I be in here screaming. Okay? Them kids, because child, whatever. Let's just say that. Because I remember the video that she did where she said, I don't even have to raise my voice. Ask them. Ask my kids. Girl, what type of parent are you? Because I don't know none that ain't got to raise their voice. Because them cheering going to do what they want to do if you don't raise your voice. Okay? Especially if you're not a disciplinarian. If you ain't if you ain't tat, listen. If you ain't putting belt to ops, then no. Them cheering be doing what they want. You got to raise your voice. Okay? Let them know who's boss. Thank you, Miss Glenda. Thank you for your support, my love. Hey, Miss Coretta. But yeah, she posted that, y'all. Let me take this one off. I'm talking about nobody's doing it. Girl, I wonder why. Ask yourself why nobody's doing it. Maybe there's a reason behind it. But hold on, let me see. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? I'm missing something. Hold on, y'all. I wanted to show y'all something else. Let me find it in my receipts. Okay, I showed that. Okay, what is this? Okay, I just showed y'all that. No, I ain't missing that. Wait, I am missing one. There was something else that I wanted to show y'all. What is that receipt? So, okay, here it is. So she had posted this, right? This was on Snapchat, y'all. And a lady said, you is such, hold on, let me go over here. She said, you is such a sad mother. You're forgotten for, And this was a couple weeks ago. This post is from a couple weeks ago. I just seen it in my receipts. Okay. The lady said, "You is such a sad mother. Your forgotten four is going to start hating you if they already don't." I can't really see under there. She said, "Thank God Amora is with her dad having fun." Right. And this was around the time where she was posting videos going to Janasha's house, and it was just her and the twins. And you couldn't even see the other cheering and this and that. So she replied to the lady with laughing emojis and said, "Y'all be thinking y'all can get me can get to me and can't. You don't know where my kids at, what they doing. That's what you're mad because that's why you're mad because I put boundaries in place. I ain't proving, showing, posting. Believe what you want. I don't give a F about your narrative." And I don't think she realized that when you respond to stuff like this, you are showing improvement. No response is the best response. If you don't give a F, then act like it. Don't respond. Don't respond. Don't show improve because you really be doing it. Like she try to convince herself that she's not proving nothing. She's putting up boundaries, but she really is because the minute somebody say, "Oh, Janashas ain't never there," or "He ain't this, he ain't that," here go a cartoon video showing him and her. Like you really are proving to the world and you showing that what people say bothers you. And the crazy part is that's the internet. That's how the internet works. Literally. Can't nobody escape it. You ain't the only one. The only difference is you're literally showing and proving. You're putting your business up there. But the internet works the same way for everybody else. Everybody. You ain't no different. That's the crazy part. Because sometimes I really believe that she thinks that she's the only one who has a hard time on the internet, and that's not the case. It ain't just you, baby. It's just your time right now because of the things that you have done. But other than that, no. Everybody having a little, when you put your business out there, it's depending on your status, you get talked about. That's it. That's all. Like, that's it. That's all. But I just don't get it, y'all. Like, I personally feel that her and RH will never come to a point of, well, for one, they got all this court stuff going on because at this point, he what was I gonna say? At this point, he's fed up, and you could tell by the stuff that's in the court documents. Like he's fed up. You could tell he feel like he didn't got to a point where I didn't gave you multiple chances to get it right, and it hasn't been done. So it's crazy. It's real crazy. But when you got a man that's very jealous and not secure in their position, you're gonna have those type of problems. She gonna forever have those type of problems unless she puts her foot down. Hey, sassy lady G2G. Hey, Jaisha. You say, "Do you hear me? Because mine well mannered and respectful. I still have to raise my voice." Exactly. You gonna have to sometimes. Like you ain't gonna always be in a situation where you can just be calm with them cheering. No, because for one, kids have to be raised into adults. They have to be raised. They gotta learn what's right from wrong. And sometimes you gotta raise your voice. True. Let them know that it's an adult here. Okay? It's an adult in this house, baby. Y'all ain't finna overtalk me and no, we ain't doing that. Hey Key. But they ain't gonna never get to that, y'all. And it's sad and it's unfortunate to say. I honestly believe the only way that her and RH will be able to get to a point of cordialness is if her and Janashas break up. Because think about it. If you go back to the beginning, initially, the beginning of the saga, before Janashas came into the picture, but also after the separation, when they were living in two different homes, they were cordial. They was good. She had made a post. He's my first husband. He will forever be my best friend. I'm always be his number one supporter. And RH was still doing for the other kids. He was going to birthday parties, picking them up. They were still calling him daddy. All of that. Sleepy was nowhere to be found. The minute Johnell was come into the picture and she realized that RH is not reconciling that marriage, that's when that switch flipped. That's when it flipped. And that's when he became the worst person in the world. Not a good stepdaddy, never was a good husband. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. You can't be around my other cheering. Da 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 da. It didn't happen until Johnell came into the picture and RH made it clear that he wasn't reconciling their marriage. We all watched the same movie play out on this internet. Tell me I'm lying, because y'all know I didn't put them receipts in rotation to show that timeline, baby. Even on it can be proven from her own words. That's the crazy part. There's proof in her words. If you go back to her very first episode of her just being the LaOnya show, you can clearly hear they wasn't together when she filmed that show. She was having a whole conversation with the kids, telling the kids, "Oh, I'm a single parent now. It's going to be different. I won't be able to be available like I used to." You know, even though she's running with the narrative now that she's always been a single parent, even when she was married. But that's not what you said in that first episode. What you told your kids in the first episode is that you're a single parent now. Like, I'm a single parent now, so I'm not going to be able to be available like I was before. My job is going to be more demanding, and you know, I might have to get a nanny. Y'all might not be able to see me like y'all was seeing me before, and da 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 da. Even giving the kids the option to have a relationship with RH moving forward. That's the crazy part. I don't get it. Like, it was all good in the hood. But also, you got to consider the fact that she's also blaming him for social media. As long as she blames him for what happens on social media, they will never have a rapport. And it's sad because it's a baby in the midst of all of that. That's the crazy part. It's a baby in the midst that will be affected. Because she do love both of her parents. You could tell. Baby girl love both of her parents. And that's the sad part about it all. When you can't get to a resolve without getting the courts involved, baby, that's bad business. Especially when you when you look at your child's face and you know what time it is when it comes to y'all child. It's like, when do we put this baby first? Like, why we gotta put other people in our business just to get a resolve? That is crazy. That's crazy. Because once you break up with somebody, it's no longer about y'all issues, who did what in a relationship, who was the victim, who was the villain, who was this, who was that. None of that matters. Unless you the type of person that puts both of those things in a box. You don't know how to separate the relationship from the parenthood. That's when the issue comes. Because a man can do two things at once, and that's be a good dad and a bad husband. Or a good dad and a good husband. Or a bad dad and a good husband. Like, no, that don't make sense. But he can do two things at once, just like a woman. He could, the relationship could have not working out, but he could still be a good parent. Prime example. Prime example. And that's probably why you still wanted that man after you did what you did on the internet. But went too far. That's the crazy part, y'all. Went extremely too far. So you should say job gonna put an end to him spending time with them kids, and he not even spending time with them kids. Put an end to him spending time with the kids, and he not even spending time with the kids. What you mean? That went clean over my head. Sunflower see that girl's bitter and won't release her hands off that man. Facts. And y'all, and that's the thing. What a lot of people not realizing is that it's still some feelings there. It's still some feelings. Whether it's good feelings or bad feelings. Because people are like, oh, she don't still want him. She don't still want him. Well, he don't want her. But the thing is, that's why I say whether it's good feelings or bad feelings, the feelings are still there. Because we as women know when you over a ninja, I'm talking about over him for real, baby, I don't care what you do, who you with, none of that. None of that. Because at the end of the day, you still got to trust that man to make sure that y'all child good. You procreated with him. He was good enough for you to make a baby with, right? So don't wait till after y'all break up to decide to micromanage who he with, who he got the child around, where they going, where they stand. No, it's too late for that. You don't have that right, especially if he put them people in your life. Y'all made that baby 50-50. So if he was good enough to procreate with, then you gotta trust him if y'all break up, because 9 times out of 10, your man is already there. You already got the stepdaddy prospect in place. But want to micromanage who he with. No. Trust him. Trust him just like you trust him to ejaculating you. Trust him that he's going to make sure he's not putting y'all child in harm's way with his partner or who he decides to move forward with. You got to trust that, baby. You got to. You ain't got no choice. Unless you want to lose your child, keeping him away from the dad. Other than that, you ain't got no choice but to trust that. Or if not, stop making babies with anybody that y'all meet. Okay? Can't do that. We're not gonna do that. And that's why I said, you could tell it's still some feelings there, whether they're good feelings or bad feelings, because when you over that person, you don't care. Like, I need that break. Take your cheering. Take them. I trust that you gonna do what's in the best interest of our child. Now, if he just a PD, now if you done had a baby with a PDF file or and a bruiser for real or whatever, that they be putting hands and feet on the cheering, and that's one of them, then that's different. But if you know that ain't the history there, then what's the problem? What's the problem? Why are we causing problems? Because if you moved on, if you got a whole new man with cheering with that new man, what's the issue? What's the issue? Why we still nitpicking? Why we still subbing? Why we still pulling up to the wrong drop off pickup destination knowing that ain't the right spot? Why we doing that? Like, a real mother, one who really is about her business when it comes to her kids and knows she need a break because she really stepped for real when it comes to them babies, and she wants what's in the best interest of the child. Baby, you don't come hurry and pick this child up. If I don't drop him off at your doorstep, ring the bell and run. Like, you, we made this baby together. You gonna help me. And I'm the type of mama that if you don't have it financially, as long as you can help me physically, like, that way I can go get it. If I'm good financially when it comes to my kids, if I can go get it and you helping me as far as keeping them and stuff like that, we good. Because what people fail to realize is that person might not always be up. And what's even worse about RA's situation is the fact that it's because of your actions that he's even down financially. It's because of your actions. That's the crazy part. That's why when it comes to the page and all of that is in the contempt, um, all of that is in the paperwork, the 8 million page and all of that. Like, ain't no way. I'm not saying she did, but it's allegedly being stated that, she got control over that page. That's what's in the court paperwork, right? So ain't no way. And let me tell you how my mind works, baby. If he got that page, that's more money for us. Ain't no way in HELL I'm gonna be that bitter that I'm gonna withhold something like that could be making money. Especially the way social media is working now. That is crazy. There's no way. What you talking about, DS? You say I never want my kids to go ever. I'd rather watch my own kids. What you mean? Where's the other part of your message? Hey, Shell. You say why Pat didn't watch them twins so Lala could enjoy the vacation. No, Pat wanted to enjoy her free vacation, and Lala had to be. Well, I don't know because from the clips that I seen, she did have them. Like they was taking turns with them. So I gotta give that based off of the receipts, based off of the videos that was put out there. It looked like the babies was in rotation amongst all of them. Now, if it's some new clips that came out that I ain't seen, but the one that I did see, because initially, if y'all remember, it was being stated that Lala was out there to babysit, but nobody knew that uh Miss Pat was out there because, to be honest, it kind of looked like she didn't show, like she didn't go there at the same time as them, as if she showed up later. Now, I could be wrong because, like I said, we can only go off of what we see, right? So it's a possibility that they didn't put her on the camera when they was out there initially, because from what I do know is that his mom does not like being on the camera. So that could be a possibility too, y'all. But my thing is, why is your mama always on every trip? That would be weird. Like, child, listen, she gotta stay back and babysit sometime. Okay? Like, babe, I'm not about to be footing this bill every time we want to go on vacation. I gotta pay for you, your mama, the cheering, myself. No, we ain't doing that. Every birthday? Why is that lady on every trip with y'all? Why she can't be like regular grandmas and babysit while y'all go on vacation, while y'all go celebrate each other? Okay? That is weird to me. Unless we bringing her so she can stay in the room with the babies while we go out on the town. Other than that, no. Ugh. Leave that lady at home with them cheering. I'm sorry. And we already know she paying. She paid the last time. Because she came out here and told us. She came out here and told us. So we gonna only assume that you paid again. It's his birthday. It's his birthday. And according to your crash out lives, you say he ain't never foot the bill for nothing. That was your word. So all we can do is assume that you footing the bill every time y'all go on vacation. You said actors don't be making no money like that. You said y'all seen how Taraji came out here crying about not making no money. Da, 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 da. They don't be making no money for real. That was your word. So we can only assume that he can't afford this type of trip. And we did see the GoFundMe, the what it was, $13,000 GoFundMe. We seen that. And we also seen all the super chats that you collected on those two live streams. And we also seen the receipt where you only paid $3,800 for an attorney. So we can only assume that the rest of that money went where? Okay. Yeah. We can only go off of assumption, baby. Like y'all say, y'all don't know what go on and we don't. That's why we be assuming, giving our opinions based off of what we do see. Okay? And what we did see is her coming out here telling the world that this man ain't never did nothing for her. She was the beneficial one. Saying how actors don't make no money. Everything she paid for it. That was her word. So we can only go off of that. She came out for Johnell birthday, not them twins. That's what it's given. Like, girl, where have you been? The last time we seen you was in Mexico, the last birthday trip, when she announced the pregnancy. You won't come back around till it's another trip? Like, what? What? Child, and the way she be struggling, you would think, yeah, is your mom available to babysit? That's her first set of grandchildren. The first set, the way she leave them on Walter, what's the problem? What's the problem? Walter could, I would trust him more with Janasha's mama than Walter. Okay, Walter in my Latte voice. Walter. I think I would trust him more with his mom than with the daddy. But hey, It is what it is. She gave him a Father's Day trophy, child, for the greatest dad in the world. Okay, okay. But anyways, y'all, we finna get up off of here. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's other people going live. I wanted to do 2 lives, but I waited too late to do this one because I didn't go live yesterday. So I gotta try to catch up, y'all. But I will be going live tomorrow. Did y'all see the I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen the influencers. What is the Frenchman and something Dior? I forgot her name, child. What is her name, y'all? The Frenchman and something Dior. Duchess Dior and the Frenchman. Y'all seen that situation where he unalived her and then unalived himself. So I'm trying to get the receipts on that so we can talk about that on live tomorrow too. Yeah, because it's viral right now. It's crazy how all of this is happening on social media, y'all. First it was the people in Vegas, and now this. But this ain't the first time an unaliving happened on, dealing with social media or happened on social media. That is crazy to me. Like, that is crazy. So I definitely want to talk about that. And if I don't do a live on it tomorrow, I'll definitely do a video. But I think I'm gonna just do a live on it, but try to find the clips. Because I wanna, if anybody has access to all of the clips, send it to my email. Send the link to my email, lupacbaby@yahoo.com. Baby with 2 Y's, or send me the links on my messenger on Facebook, because I can't find the full live streams because they said it happened on live. So I need them for the live for tomorrow, y'all. So if y'all got it, send it to me. Send it to me. You say, who are they? Some influencers, not influencers. I think of that, content creators. They said they were growing. Well, she was a growing content creator. So I guess she was up and coming. Like, she had a fairly large platform. I don't know how big yet. I'm gonna do my research tonight. That way we can talk about it tomorrow. But you say they did love spells on each other. Ooh, child. And I seen Carlos. Is it Carlos King? Carlos something put out a video where he said they both had the hurt, allegedly. I didn't see the actual video. I seen his caption said that they both had the hurt and was cheating on each other or whatever. So we're going to get into it tomorrow, y'all, because it's a very viral story and it's going crazy right now. So we're going to talk about it tomorrow. But anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with your girl. Please hit that like button on your way out if you ain't hit it yet. Okay? Listen. And we're going to be back tomorrow with another one. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lupac Baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. Lupac, baby don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENENT, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive. LUPAC, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury. She deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real. This Lupac baby, capiche? They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lupac don't just react. She decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne. LUPAC, baby don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect